everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Jasmine. For those who are new, I'm a casual reseller on the US and Canadian Poshmark app as well as eBay. For today's video, I want to share my sales for the month of June. I'm going to do my sales for eBay Canada and Poshmark Canada in this video, and I'll do a part 2 for my sales on Poshmark US. If you like reselling content like this, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. So I know I was supposed to do a part 2 for my sales for the month of May, and I just didn't have enough time to get to my sales for Poshmark US. I think from now on I'm going to do a bi-weekly video combining my sales for all 3 platforms. Okay, so my first sale on eBay was this Buffalo Bills Reebok jersey. It was a player McGahee, which I don't really know who that is, but this jersey sold for a total of $37, including shipping. My next sale was another jersey. This was a Hamilton Bulldogs jersey, but it was an older and rarer piece, and this sold for a total of $140, including shipping. Next, I sold another of these Carey Price bobbleheads. If you haven't seen any of my previous what sold videos, I usually sell these on eBay for around the $45 mark. And because Carey Price has been playing so well in the NHL, I think that's why I've been selling so many of these. My next sale on eBay was this men's Adidas Canadian Vancouver's jersey. And funny enough, this went to Korea. And this sold for a total of $50.99, including shipping. Because it sold on the US platform, but it was shipping to Korea, it actually converted to Canadian dollars, so I got a little bit more than what my listing price was. My next sale on eBay was this hockey card. This was a rookie card for the player Matthew Barzal, and this was graded a 9.5. So if you don't know the grading system, it's the best is 10. My husband was collecting these a while ago to resell in the future, and this player has been playing quite well, so he decided to sell it, and it sold for $155 US, including shipping. My next sale was this t-shirt. This was Cage the Elephant t-shirt. I don't really know what this was. I picked it up a long time ago thinking that, graphic tees were going to be kind of my niche, but I've kind of strayed away from picking up graphic tees now, and this sold for $24.50. My next sale was this WWE The Rock shirt. Again, when I was picking up a lot of graphic tees, this is one that I picked up, and this sold for a full asking price of $29.99. My next sale was another jersey. This was a Fly Emirates Arsenal jersey. This was my husband's, so it was actually quite worn, but it still sold for $27. My next sale on eBay was this limited edition Vans and Harry Potter sneaker. I've talked about this collaboration a lot, and this one's actually sold for a full asking price of $165. And like I mentioned before, if you sell shoes on eBay that are worth $100 or more, they actually don't charge you any fees, and now shoes are authenticated on eBay. So what happened was I shipped it to an authenticator, and then from the authenticator, it actually shipped to the buyer. So this was my first time having this done. I'm not really sure what the repackaging process looks like, but I sold it in the box and then in a big poly bag. So I'm not really sure if they rewrapped it in the same way or if they repackaged it all together. And my last sale for the month of June for eBay was this stethoscope. This was never used, but we have so many stethoscopes in our house, and this was just lying around, and it sold for $30, including shipping. Now for my sales for Poshmark Canada. This was actually the first month I've actually sold more on Poshmark Canada compared to Poshmark US, and I sold a total of $1,307. My first sale were these Roots men's shorts. They were blue. I picked them up from a bins, and it sold for $10. My next sale was this BB Dakota dress. This was brand new with tags, but I picked it up from the thrift store, and it sold for a best offer of $50. Next, I sold this Lululemon Seek Vista half zip jacket. This I actually picked up from Facebook Marketplace, and it sold for an offer of $110. My next sale were these vintage Old Navy short alls, and I think because they were vintage that these actually sold a lot faster and better than I was expecting it to be. But yeah, it sold for an offer of $25, which I accepted. Next, I sold this bundle of Brooks Brothers shirts. These were both in excellent condition, and they were the same size, so I decided to bundle them together. I believe my listing price was $50, and the buyer had offered $30. I countered at $40, and they accepted, and this actually sold the same day that I listed them. Next, I sold another Lululemon piece. This was a Gone for the Week dress. It was brand new with tags. Again, I had to pick this up from Facebook Marketplace. I believe I bought like a bunch of items from this one girl that was selling her clothes, and this sold for $75. Next, I sold this Anthropologie 11Z's trench coat. This had a few flaws to it. One of the loopholes was coming undone, and it did have a few stains to it, but it was still in great condition, and the buyer and I actually met at an offer of $45. Next, I sold a bundle. It was this Tommy Bahama silk dress shirt along with these COS wool trousers, and together the bundle sold for an offer of $55. Next, I sold this Free People item. This was an oversized crew neck sweater, and this sold for an offer of $30. Next, I sold another graphic tee. This was a Hard Rock Cafe shirt. This was my husband's that he no longer wanted, and I believe the buyer had liked the item. I sent an offer for $15, which the buyer accepted. Next, another Lululemon piece. This was Cover Your Tracks pants. This was a retail arbitrage pickup, and these sold for an offer of $70. Next, I sold these Paige cropped jeans. I believe the buyer had liked the item. I sent an offer to Likers, and it sold for $35 with discounted shipping. These were a skinny fit from Frame, and this sold for an offer of $75. The next sale were these APL Techloom Pro running shoes, and these actually sold pretty fast, less than a week. Next, I sold this Madewell piece. This was a retail arbitrage pickup, and this sold for an offer of $50, which was my full asking price. Next sale was this auxiliary duffel bag. If you don't know this brand, this is sold at Aritzia. It's a really nice piece, really soft leather, and this sold for an offer of $100. Next, another Madewell piece. This was a knit top, and this sold for an offer of $40. My next sale was another bundle. These were 1 teaspoon awesome baggy jeans, along with these Steve Madden taupe heels. I believe the buyer had placed the items together in a bundle herself, and she sent an offer. It was pretty reasonable. I think it was like $15 less than my full asking price, so together they sold for $100. Next sale was another Aritzia piece. This was a community bodycon dress, and this sold for an offer of $30. Next, this Zara embroidered western top, and this sold for an offer of $25 with discounted shipping. Next, another Lululemon piece. This was a black Ebb to Train sports bra, and this sold for an offer of $45. I believe we were going back and forth, and because it was closet clear out day, we met at $45 so that the buyer could actually get discounted shipping on Poshmark. This was a Matt and Nat Sora bag. It was a really cute bucket bag. I actually originally bought it for myself, but I have way too many things that I don't really use, so I decided to sell it, and it sold for $35 with discounted shipping. Next sale, another Aritzia piece. This was Aritzia Sabine dress, and this sold for an offer of $30. It did have like a small white stain along the neck, which I disclosed, and usually this style of dress can go for a lot higher, but because this was the only like her that I had on this item for my Canadian closet, so I just decided to let it go for $30. My next sale was this COS gray cropped long sleeve. The buyer had sent an offer for $22, and I just messaged her saying, hey, it's closet clear out day. Are you willing to meet at $30 and you can get discounted shipping, which she accepted. My last sale on Poshmark Canada for the month of June was this Foxy Doxy romper. I believe this brand is actually sold on Revolve, and this sold for an offer of $50. So that concludes my sales for the month of June for Poshmark Canada and eBay. I'm actually surprised at how well Poshmark Canada was doing, considering, you know, we're coming into the summer months. Currently, it's actually really slow right now, but my US closet is starting to pick up again, so hopefully they kind of balance each other, but hopefully I can keep it up. And I think I'm starting to share my Canadian closet a lot more just because of the bundle feature. So let me know how that feature is working out for you, because I feel like it's a lot easier for me to share my closet, especially kind of balancing both my US one and Canadian one. So hopefully that will result in more sales as well. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!